Okay, let's take a look at lesson 7 from chapter 7 on map locations. It is on page 519. So open up your book to page 519. All right, step 1, we are going to look at these story problems to see how we can find our locations on a map. So it says, draw it. You can use grid paper to represent locations on a map. From school, Marcia walks 3 blocks north to the library. Then she walks 2 blocks east to the park. Her home is located 1 block south of the park. Draw a map that shows these locations. So here it says we have blank grid paper to draw and label a dot in the lower left-hand corner to represent the school. So we are going to make a dot in the lower left-hand corner and we are going to label it school. Step 2 says, from the dot labeled school, in what direction along the grid should you move to get to the library? Well, it says to start from school, Marcia walks 3 blocks north. So we're going to go 3 spaces up. On a map, we're going to have north be up on the top, south be on the bottom, west be on the left, and east be on the right. Okay? So we're going to go 3 blocks north. That means we're going to jump 3 spaces north, okay, but we'll just draw the straight line, okay? And it says then, so from the dot labeled school, in what direction along the grid should you move to get to the library? So we're going to move north or up, in this case, on our map, and we're going to label that dot library. How many units should we move to get to the library? 3, it says. Then draw and label a dot to represent the library's location. From the dot labeled library, in what direction should you move along the grid to get to the park? Well, it says then she walks 2 blocks east to the park. So we're going to walk east, and how many units? 2. And we'll put a dot there. 2 blocks east, and we're going to label that park. Then, if we look at the top, sorry, my internet froze. At the top of the next page, it says, draw and label a dot to represent the park's location. From the dot labeled park, in what direction along the grid should you move to get to Marcia's home? So, to get to Marcia's home, it says her home is located 1 block south of the park. So we're going to go south, 1 dot, 1 block. We're going to make a dot, and we're going to label it home. So let's fill in the questions here. Then it says, in what direction along the grid should you move to get to Marcia's home? We should move south. And how many units to get to Marcia's home? We would move 1. And then it says draw and label the dot. Okay, let's try a few more of these together. Let's look at page 521 to practice it, and let's try some of these. Number 6 says, from the zoo entrance, Marco walks 3 units east to the gift shop. Then he walks 4 units north to the bear exhibit. The lion exhibit is located 2 units south and 1 unit west of the bear exhibit. So, a zoo entrance. Marco walks 3 units east, go 3 blocks to the, remember, east is to the right, west is left, north is on top, and south is on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to go 3 units east, and that would be the bears. We'll just write bear. Okay, then it says he walked, oh, I'm sorry, this was not the bear exhibit, that's the gift shop. I apologize, that's the gift shop. Then he walks 4 units north to the bear exhibit. So go 4 spaces up to the bears. Then it says the lion exhibit is located 2 units south. So go back down 2 and 1 unit west of the bear exhibit. And that will be the lions. Can you picture that at the zoo, right? You try and make a path that will get you to see all the animals, but sometimes you have to backtrack over a path. So this is what our grid should look like, our map of the zoo, okay? Let's look at number 7. It says, from the dining hall, a camper rides her bike 4 units north to the nature center. So we have the dining hall. We're going to go 4 units, 4 boxes north, and we're going to mark that nature center. Then she rides her bike 5 units east and 1 unit south to her cabin. So 5 east all the way over to the end and 1 down, and we're going to make a dot there. That's her cabin. And I do want you to get in the habit of tracing the path as you do this rather than just making the marks. Tracing the path will help us see where we've been, okay? Then it says the campfire is 1 unit west and 3 units south of her cabin. So we have to go 1 west and 3 south to get to the campfire. So we went, let's just repeat and make sure. It says, from the dining hall, the camper rides her bike 4 units north to the nature center. Then she rides her bike 5 units east and 1 south to get to her cabin. The campfire is 1 unit west and 3 units south of her cabin. Okay, so we have a map of the camp. Now, number 8 says, from the gymnasium entrance, Nora ran to jump ropes that are located 4 units north and 4 units east. So here's the entrance. Okay, remember we have north and south, west and east on her map. Okay, so from the entrance she went 4 units north and 4 units east. 4 units north, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 east. And I'm going to make my dot, and this is jump ropes. Then she ran 2 units west to the tumble mats. So she must have passed those the first time, right? We're going to just mark that mats. The skills challenge is 1 unit west and 2 units south of the tumble mats. So skills challenge is here. Now we could ask ourselves, well, why would she run past all of the skills challenge and the mats? Why didn't she just go diagonal, right? Well, think about it in gym class, right? Are you ever given directions on where to go in the gym or what not to walk on, right? So think about that. If the teacher told her go to the jump ropes first, but you need to go north first, then east, that's why she did that, right? And then come back to the mats, then go to the skills challenge. And maybe there's stuff all throughout in the middle of the gym that she couldn't walk over, okay? Number 9 says, from the store entrance, Kyle walks to the toy section that is located 4 aisles north and 2 rows east. Then he walks 2 aisles south and 2 rows east to the boys' clothes. The cashier is 3 rows west and 1 aisle south of the boys' clothes. So, from the store entrance, Kyle walks to the toy section that is located 4 aisles north and 2 rows east. So we need to go 4 aisles north and 2 east. That is the toys. Then he walks 2 aisles south, so 1, 2, and 2 rows east to the boys' clothes. Ooh, that was nice. He probably got to go look at toys so that he could then go shop for clothes. I think I did that with my kids once upon a time. I said, boys, if we go look at the toys first, then we can pick out your new clothes for school, right? The cashier is 3 rows west and 1 aisle south of the boys' clothes. So we have to go back 3 west and 1 south. And this would be the cashier where they can check out and pay for the clothes, okay? Now, on the next page, it shows a map of an amusement park, okay? So picture yourself going to like Six Flags or even in the Dells, right? Even any place where you've been to that there might be an amusement park with rides or games, okay? Even the fair, okay? And it says, use the map of the amusement park below for exercises 10 to 12. The walkways of the amusement park are represented by vertical and horizontal lines on the map. So we can't cut through diagonally. We have to go either vertical, up and down, or horizontal, which is across. Okay. Number 10 says, describe the path you could take to get from the entrance to Teardrop. So here's the entrance. Here's Teardrop. How are we going to get there? Okay, we can only use the vertical and horizontal lines. Well, could we go east 3? East 3. Go east 3 blocks and north 4 blocks, right? And then east 1 block. We could do that, right? Okay. And then it says, after riding the Teardrop, you decide to ride the roller coaster. How many units do you need to move to get to the Cougar coaster? So we need to go back 1, 2, and we need to go west. Okay. All right. What I want you to try is I want you to try a few on your own. So I want you to take a look at page 523. Whoops, sorry. Look at 523. 523, number 1 says, refer to the homework helper. The squid exhibit is located 3 units east of the sharks. How many units north of giant octopus is the squid exhibit? So you're going to use this map up here. So page 523, and then we're going to do number 1. Then we are also going to, on the next page, do numbers 2 and 3 using this map of the Mega Mart, a grocery store. Okay, so I want you to also do number 2 and 3. So you're going to, between 523 and 524, you're going to do numbers 1, 2, and 3, and then please turn it in.